Okay, good morning class. Are you ready now to our second week? Okay, before we start our lesson, we're going to pray. Let us put our presence to the Lord. Father God, come be with us today. Fill our hearts with joy. Fill our minds with learning. Fill our classrooms with peace. Fill our lessons with fun. Fill our friendships with kindness. Fill our study with love and compassion. Amen. Okay, last week we studied about the place value and the and the value of a certain number. So this time we're going to give the place value of the underlying digits. So the place value of the underlying digit for number 1 is ones. Number 2 is hundreds. Number 4 or number 3 is 10,000s. Number 3 or number 4, tenths. And number 5, thousands. This place value help you on how to round off decimal number. Okay, our lesson for today is all about rounding decimal numbers to the nearest hundreds and thousands. And also we're going to comparing and arranging decimal number. At the end of the lesson, you are expected to round decimal numbers to the nearest hundreds and thousands. Compare and arrange decimal number or decimal numbers. Okay, we're going to answer this problem. Mr. Lee Marquez harvested 5 and 24,573 millions kilograms of cucumber from Imus Pilot Garden, and he shares it to his school teachers. Round 5 and 24,573 millions to the nearest hundreds and to the nearest thousands. Okay, so before we round the given, we're going to answer first these questions. What can you say about Mr. Lee Marquez? Okay, so Mr. Lee Marquez is a very kind person. He shares his blessings to others. Okay, what are the given facts? So we have the given facts is 5 and 24,573 millions. What is us in the problem? So the problem asks that you're going to round the given number to the nearest hundreds and to the nearest thousands. Excuse me. Then how do you round off decimal number to the nearest hundreds and to the nearest thousands? Okay, so we are going to use first a number line. So a number line can help us in rounding decimal numbers. So this is our number line. So our given is 5 and 24,573 millions. So our hundreds in our given number is 4. So 4, then the following number or the number at the right of 4 is 5. So if we are going to round to the nearest hundreds using the number line in between, so nasa gitna na siya ni 44 and 45. So therefore, the answer is 5 and 25 hundreds. Why 25 hundreds? Since the digit at the right of 4 is 5. So we're going to add 1 to the rounding digit. Then, round to the nearest thousands. Our nearest thousands is 5. And the number at the right of 5 is 7. So we're going to round up again. So 5 becomes 6. So our answer becomes 5 and 246 thousandths. Okay. So where I am going to explain again. Okay, so again, I'm going to explain without using the number line. So our round to the nearest hundreds. So in our number here, our hundreds is 4. So again, this is tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s. So this is our hundreds. 4. After we know the rounding number, you are going to look at the number at the right side. So the right side of the number is 5. So if it is 5 or up, let's say 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, you're going to add 1 to the rounding number. Magpa-plus tayo ng 1 sa i-round off natin. So magiging 1 plus 4 equals 5. So copy first to 5, 2, then 1 plus 4 equals 5. So therefore, our answer is 5 and 25 hundredths. That is how to round off decimal numbers. Now, the second one is round to the nearest thousands. Our thousands is 5. Then, look at the number at the right side, 7. So again, 7. So we're going to add 1 to 5. So magiging 6. So therefore, we have 5 and 24, then 6. 246 thousandths. That is how to round up. So again, to round up decimal numbers, if the number at the right is 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, we're going to add 1 to the number to be rounded off. Or dadagdagan natin siya ng isa at tinatawag natin siyang round up. If the digit at the right is 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, remain the number at is. Let's say kung 1 siya, 1 pa din siya. Kung 9 siya, 9 pa din siya. Hindi natin siya dadagdagan. Hindi rin siya natin babawasan. But the remaining digit becomes 0 or in decimal number. Hindi na natin siya hindi na natin nilalagay since decimal numbers naman siya. Magiging 0, 0 na sana ito dito. Pero tinatanggal na siya natin. That is how to round up these decimal numbers. So let's have another example. So round to the nearest hundreds. Ito hundreds sa hundreds. So we have 45 and 1,993 ten thousandths. And then we have 18 and 365 thousandths. So we are going to round to the nearest hundreds. Okay, so our hundreds per number 1 is 9. Our hundreds per number 2 is 6. Ayan. We're going to use the rule, this rule. Okay. So, 9, the right side of 9 is 9. So, therefore, we're going to add 1. It becomes 10. So, since 10, carry up 1 tayo kay 1, magiging 2. So, therefore, the answer is 45 and 20 hundredths. Why 20 hundredths, not 2 tenths? Because we are rounding to the nearest hundredths. So, we're going to put 0 here. Again, bakit siya nag-2 at nag-0 ito? Ang i-round off po natin is 9. Ang nasa right niya is 9. So, sabi dito, kapag ang nasa right ni number na i-round off is 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, magpa-plus 1 tayo sa ating i-round off. So, nag-plus 1 tayo kay 9. Si 9 magiging 10. So, since 10 siya, mag-carry up tayo dito ng 1. So, 0 carry 1 magiging 2. So, therefore, 45 and 20 hundredths. Okay? The other example, we have, again, our number is 6. And the right side of 6 is 5. So, we're going to add 1 to 6. It becomes 7. So, therefore, 18 and 37 hundredths. Can you follow? Okay, very good. Okay, next. Round to the nearest. Round the nearest thousands. Okay, thousands naman tayo. So let's add number 1, number 2. So our number 1 is 45 and 1,743 ten thousandths. The number 2 we have 218 and 3,682 22 ten thousandths. So we have 100 thousands. Thousands rather. Thousands. So in number 1, our thousands here is 4. Can you follow? Our digit to be rounded off is 4. Then at the right side ni 4 is 3. So sabi niya, kapag ganun lang, retain. Ganun pa rin siya. Walang mapabago. 4 pa rin siya. So therefore, your answer is 45 and 174 thousandths. So magiging, ida-drop na natin siya, magiging 0 na. So since thousands ang hinihingi, hindi natin siya ilalagay. So at is pa rin si 4. Walang nabago. While here in number 2, so ang ating ira-round off is 2. Kopyahin muna natin ito sila. So we have 218 and 36. So ang ira-round off natin is 2. Ang nasa right niya is 8. Ang nasa dito siya. Ibig sabihin, magpa-plus 1 tayo. So therefore, si 2 magiging 3. So the answer is 218 and 363 thousandths. Any question? Okay, if there is none, let's go now to our second topic. Okay, so now you're going to answer learning task 1. Copy the table in your notebook. Then, round each item to the nearest hundreds and thousands on page 11 of your math module. Then, learning task number 3. Solve the given and write the answers in your notebook on page 11 also of your math module. Okay, let's go now to our topic number 2. Let's have this problem. A carpenter cut 5 pieces of wire, each one as close as possible to 15 and 125,000 centimeter in length. The record shows the length of the pieces of wire. Arrange the given numbers in ascending order and in ascending order. When we see ascending order, from smallest to highest, while descending order is from highest to lowest. So this is our record sheet. Piece number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the length that he cut is 15 and 182 thousandths, 15 and 147 thousandths, 15 and 87 thousandths, 15 and 97 thousandths, and 15 and 18 hundredths. So we are going to compare the other pieces one place value at a time para malaman natin kung sino ang malaki sa kanilang lahat, para kung sino ang mauuna. Now, look at this. Our first number is 15 and 182 thousandths, and the second number is 15 and 147,000. So, same lang sila, but in the hundreds, magkaiba sila ng number. So, sino yung malaki? Si 8 or si 4? Okay, so si 8. So, therefore, 8 is greater than 4. So, therefore, 15 and 182 is greater than 15 and 147. So, siya yung malaki. Now, we're going to compare the third number and the fourth number. 15 and 87 hundredths, and we have also 15 and 97 hundredths. So, here, again, we're going to compare the hundredths. Kasi pare-parehas ang ones, tens, and then ang tens. So, 8 and 9. So, 9 is greater than 8. So, therefore, 8 is less than 9. So, therefore, in other words, 15 and 87 thousandths is less than 15 and 97 thousandths. Now, we are going to compare now first number and the fifth number. So, look at the last digit of the first number. We have 2, while the fifth number has no digit. So, in other words, 0. mayroon po dyan invisible na 0. So therefore, 2 is greater than 0. So in other words, 15 and 182,000 is greater than 15 and 1800s. Now, we are going to compare second number and the fifth number. Since medyo malaki din si fifth number at saka si second number. So the digit that we are going to compare is hundreds. Kasi parehas ang tens. Parehas ang ones at saka yung tens. So 8. So therefore, 4 is less than 8. And 15 and 147 is less than 15 and 1800s. Now, we are going to arrange now in ascending order. So look at your given. What is the smallest among the 5 numbers? Okay, ang pinakamababa sa kanilang lahat ay anong pinakamababa? Okay, the smallest is 15 and 87 hundredths, followed by 15 and 97 thousandths rather. Then, sumunod ay si second number, 15 and 182 thousandths. Ay 15 and 147 thousandths rather. Then, followed by 15 and 18 hundredths, yung fifth number. And the largest is the first number, 15 and 182 thousandths. So that is in ascending order. Mauna yung pinakamaliit at mahuli ang pinakamalaki. Now, in descending order, you're going to reverse. So, yung nauna, magiging huli. Ang nahuli, magiging mauna. So, mauna naman si first number, 15 and 182 thousandths, followed by fifth number, 15 and 18 hundredths rather, then followed by the second number, 15 and 147 thousandths, followed by the fourth number, 15 and 97 thousandths, and the last is 15 and 87 thousandths. Ayan. So that is descending order. Pababa ng pababa. Okay, let's have this example. The length of a sample of different insects in centimeters are 1 and 47 hundredths, 7 tenths, 1 and 47 thousandths, and 1 and 6 tenths. Arrange the lengths from greatest to least, or ibig sabihin, descending order. And then compare the decimals by writing greater than, less than, or equal on the space provided. Okay. Okay, so I have here the given. So we are going to compare according to the place value, or the digits rather. So we start from the whole number. So here in the whole number, almost the same, except 7 tenths. So 7 tenths, yan yung pinakamaliit. So, ang arrangement natin is from greatest to least. Pag sinabing greatest to least, ibig sabihin, descending order. Simula sa malaki, maliit. Okay. So, ito yung pinakamaliit. So, lagyan na natin ng pang fourth number na siya. Then, compare this to this to this. Sinong malaki? Yung 6. So, therefore, si 6 niya yung si 6 and 1 tenths ang pinakamalaki sa kanilang apat. Since 6 siya dito, the others is 0 and 4. So, if we are going to write now in greatest to least, so mauuna na ngayon si 1 and 6 tenths, followed by 1 and 47 hundredths, followed by 1 and 47 thousandths, and the last is 7 tenths. So that is how to compare and arrange decimal number. So we are going to look at the digits place by place, or according to the place value. Now, using the sign greater than, less than, or equal. So, the same din po yung pag compare natin kagaya dito. So, this one, 4, parehas lang 4. 2, 0 lang siya. Therefore, malaki ito. So, greater than. Okay? Next, we have 9. 9, the same. 5, 5, the same. 0, wala. So, sino malaki? The same lang sila ng value. Since 0 lang naman doon ang nasa dulo. Parehas lang sila ng value. Mayroon lang siyang dagdag. Pag binasa lang natin siya magkaiba. Kasi pag binasa natin ito, 9 and 5 tenths. Samantala ito naman, 9 and 500 thousandths. But the value is the same. Okay? So sana maliwanag yan na. Now this one, 4, 4. Parehas sila. 7, 6 lang siya. So sino malaki? Si 4 and 7 tenths. Siya pa din ang malaki. Kahit maraming digits siya, malaki pa din siya. Kasi we start from the whole number, then the tenths, malaki siya. Kasi 7. Ito ay 6 lamang. Okay? Any question? If there is none, it is now time for you to answer the following activity. Okay, learning task 1. Compare the following decimals by writing greater than, less than, or equal. Do this in your notebook and is found on page 13 of your math module. Learning task 2. Arrange the given decimals in ascending order on page 13 also of your math module. Now, how do we round off decimal numbers? Okay, to round decimal number, 1, you're going to determine the rounding place. Ano ba ang ira-round off natin? Look at the digits at the right. If it is less than 5, retain the digit, round down. Or retain the digit at tinatawag natin siyang round down. If it is 5 or more, add 1 to the rounding digit, or tinatawag natin yung round up. So, tingnan muna natin yung, di ba, alam na natin ang i-round off natin kung anong number siya. Then, tingnan natin yung sumunod na number sa kanyang right. Kung ito ay 5 pataas, o 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, magdagdag tayo ng isa doon sa i-round off natin. Pero, kung ang nasa likuran, nasa kanan niya naman ay 4, 3, 2, 1, or 0, retain. Kung 6 siya, 6 pa din. Hindi na tayo magdadagdag. At tinatawag siyang round down. Now, how do we compare decimal numbers? Okay, to compare decimal numbers, compare the digits in the same place value. Ang parehas ng same place value. Beginning at the leftmost digit. Ibig sabihin sa pinaka-left, kung may whole number, mag-start kayo sa whole number. Then, you are going to use symbols greater than, less than, or equal in comparing the digits in the same place value. Any question? If there is none, it is now time for you to answer the learning task 2. Get the quotient of each item up to the nearest 10 thousandths place. Then, round the decimals to the nearest thousandths. Number 1 is done for you. Okay, on page 11 of your math module. Then, learning task 3, solve the given problems. Write your answers in your notebook on page 13 of your math module. Now, for your quiz, answer the following. Write your answers in a piece of pad paper. O ulitin ko ha, ito ay ilalagay sa inyong one whole sheet of pad paper. At hindi po ito ipapasa. Ipapasa ito ng inyong mga magulang sa bigayan ng module sa February pa. Kaya marami pa rin nagtatanong, Sir, saan po namin ipapasa? Hindi kami makakomment sa Google Classroom. Hindi nyo pa talaga ipapasa kasi ipapasa yan ng lahatan na. Kasama na yung mga huling week natin sa February pag soli na ng inyong module. Okay? So, number 1 to 5, it is all about the rounding decimal numbers. So, number 1, round of 69 and 238 thousands to the nearest hundreds. So, hanapin yung nearest hundreds dyan. Round of 764 and 93 hundredths to the nearest tens. O, tens lang. Round of number 3, 96 and 2,978 ten thousands to the nearest thousands. Number 4, what is 153 and 649 rounded off to the nearest hundreds? And number 5, what is 47 and 5,963 ten thousands rounded off to the nearest thousands? Then for number 6 to 10, you are going to compare each decimals. Use greater than, less than, or equal in the box. Okay, number 1 is done for you. We have number 6 is 5 and 62,000 hundredths, while the other number is 6 and 52 hundredths. Number 7, 3 and 68 hundredths, while the other is 3 and 680 thousandths. Then number 8, 98 thousandths, while the other is 89 thousandths. Then for number 9 and number 10, you are going to arrange the decimals in ascending order. So number 9 rather, 4 and 63 thousandths, 4 and 6 tenths, 4 and 3 thousandths, and we have 4 and 36 hundredths. Then for number 10, 6 thousandths, 6 hundredths, 6 tenths, and 60 and 6 hundredths. Again, for your assignment, write your reflection regarding to your lesson. To our lesson rather. So, I understand that. I learned that. So, again, sa ilalim ng inyong answer kanina, dyan yung ilalagay ang inyong reflection. Ulitin ko ha, walang magsasubmit sa Google Classroom kasi ipapasa yung papel na yan sa pasahan ng module. Maliwanag? Okay, thank you very much. Enjoy your doing your activity. Mabuhay tayong lahat.